6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
I think it was Bruce that went out and found a bread truck. The power wagon.
Just a big old bread truck, UPS truck looking type thingy. Monster of a thing.
I think they had gotten a ice cream truck or something, or a big old UPS truck. And they wanted it like a SWAT team, you know, it was like a SWAT truck.
It was big, it was black, it was ugly.
This thing was a 1967 plumber's truck. It was gigantic, one of those big square things.
I remember it had dents in it.
I remember there were times you couldn't change gears in the thing. The doors sometimes they closed on the side. I'm not even sure we had a seat belt in the driver's seat.
Well, there was no doors on it. The people that drove this big, huge steering wheel, you know, and if the thing tipped over, they'd fall out.
You whipped a corner in that thing and CDs and t-shirts and shit would be flying all over the place, man, you know, so, and all our stuff, and we'd be hanging on, you know.
And if you didn't get the way, we probably would have rear-ended you so you knew the station existed anyway, which I was okay with.
We owned a magazine, Duchess Walk, in Tucson, and it was a test market for a coupon magazine. You know, you get coupons in the mail and stuff like that. You know, I couldn't find a van, a truck that I wanted to buy, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And the guy who was running the magazine was driving down the street one day and saw this huge bread truck for sale and bought it. And they gave me the bill. So I ended up having this huge truck of something which I really didn't want.
It had been used and abused, ridden hard and put away wet, but they got it for a bargain price. And we traded commercial time for a graphics company to repaint it and screen it with the logo.
It was literally a rolling billboard. Think of it as like a big U-Haul van that you would move stuff in, and you paint the side black and then you put the logo up there.
You know, and it was cool because that thing rolled around, man, and people were like, whoa.
We actually had a cage on top where we would, you know, set music up on it, and we would actually DJ up there. We would stand up there, dance up there. So it was really, you know, quite an imposing van.
The bread van would just show up at random places.
And it would show up to places and you would see then crowds would just be everywhere. You know, when we had that big old van. I mean, crowds would come out.
I remember I went out on a remote with the bread van and we showed up at some haunted house on Halloween. And people were just ecstatic to see, you know, this bread van show up with people doing a live broadcast.
Beautiful. Nobody had a vehicle like that. It was great. Everybody had to have something clean and fancy and painted nice and no dents on it. We didn't care. We got the bread truck, we painted it black, put the big logo on there.
I mean, it was so big you couldn't miss it. Little stations these days, they use these little Chevy Astro vans. You know, there wasn't quite anything as big or as obnoxious looking or as out there as this giant van.
Getting it washed was a bitch, man, I'll tell you that. It took me at least a couple days to wash that damn thing, I swear to God, so.
You know, now you look now where everybody has these van wraps and, you know, these big old buses. Well, we were doing something back then that nobody was really doing. KRQ had the little bus. So that might have been, I think that might have been a part of the war plan, actually, kind of, now that I think about it, because KRQ had a little van and we came up something like 3 times the size of what they were running around in, you know. So that's what I remember about that.